Hello, folks. This is Has Gone Spy, the Spy. We're finally come back to return to the Ultimate Alliance, the Act 4. And now, after that intensive last Act 3 of Asgard, after that Dr. Doomstar got the upper hand on us, we were saved by a mystical being, that is, the Watcher. And now, we're going to the last save, and at the last episode of the Act 3, we were just about to be able to defeat all the Masters Evil, but Doctor Doom. But unfortunately, he was able to grab all of Odin's powers, transfer into himself. So right now we're on a moon where it's only probably a matter of time before Doctor Doom finds the place. So right now we're going to get better of our surroundings and to get to meet some new acquaintances that we probably haven't met yet. That's probably been seen in the Adventures of the X-Men and the Fantastic Four. And I have to say, well, I really do love this new set of headquarters that we got going on.
Just what I was thinking.
I'm on it.
Surely, I'm liking this. Alrighty.
Yes. I'm on it.
A portal?
Welcome to Attilan.
Hello, Uto. So why exactly did you save our lives? Not that they were not grateful or anything, but why?
Although it goes against my pledge of non-interference, I found I could not stand idly by and allow Dr. Doom to destroy this universe.
How is exactly capable of destroying the universe?
His abuse of the power stolen from Odin is beginning to strain reality. If left unchecked, Dr. Doom will cause a disruption in the time-space continuum that will consume this entire dimension.
Oh my god. Then all the more reason to stop Dr. Doom. But just one question. Who exactly are you?
I am Watu, the Watcher. Since before your people lived in caves, I have observed Earth and noted your evolution.
You've been around at the time of the dinosaurs? If you're only supposed to observe, why did you save us from Dr. Doom?
I find that over the millennia, I have grown fond of your people. It would be unfortunate if you were destroyed.
Well, thanks for something then. What are the Watchers exactly? What do they do? Do they observe only?
We are a race that is dedicated to observing the intelligent life forms of other worlds. On rare occasions, we return to our home planet and exchange this information.
Why pledge the non-interference? We could actually may be in need of your help.
The first planet we observed, we gave rudimentary technology to. Much to our dismay, they destroyed themselves with it.
Ooh. Then I guess that's the important reason to not to interfere then. Thank you, Otto.
You are most welcome.
And that's something indeed.
As you wish.
Alright. Dr. Hank Penn.
Hi, welcome to Attilan.
Hello, Dr. Penn. It's good to see you again, to be here as well. What exactly is the McCrane crystal that we're supposed to find?
No one knows where it came from, but the crystal is supposed to be very powerful. Some sort of interdimensional nexus.
What's that?
It's basically a doorway to a dimension full of high-density neutron stars. Thing is, if that doorway collapses, the gravitational forces would cause our universe to be pulled through.
Ooh, that's bad. What's the storage city outside of Attilan? I've noticed that the ruins just outside of Attilan.
That's the remains of an old city built by aliens known as the Kree. From here, the Kree traveled to Earth to genetically alter a group of humans in hopes of using them as soldiers. Eventually, the Kree gave up on their experiments and left Earth, but the genetically altered humans remained behind. They became known as the Inhumans.
Inhumans, huh? Why did the Inhumans move to a moon?
Their first city was located on an island in the North Atlantic. But as mankind developed better forms of transportation, the Inhumans moved their city to a spot in the Himalayas.
Seriously? They must have good vacation spots there.
Finally, the pollution of Earth became too much for them, so they moved everything up here to the moon.
I can hardly blame them. Half the idiot human beings keep on polluting the planet, so I can't really blame them for moving away. Thanks for the information, Hank.
Hey, it's what I'm here for.
And we're glad that you're here.
All right.
Welcome to Attilan. I think you will find it most interesting.
Indeed.
As you have already heard from Uatu, to defeat Dr. Doom, you must acquire a shard of the Mikran crystal.
Yeah, I've got heard and information from that crystal.
It is currently located on a capital ship of the Shi'ar Empire. Luckily, we are acquainted with the Shi'ar, and they should be willing to part with the crystal.
Really? Huh. I got a couple of questions, if you don't mind to spare Black Widow. Who are the Shi'ar?
They are an alien spacefaring race, whose empire spans entire galaxies and incorporates thousands of different species. The vast realm is ruled by a hereditary leader known as the Empress.
What do they look like?
While the Shi'ar look very similar to humans, there are differences due to the fact that they evolved from birds.
Wait, those people came from birds? Jeez. Who's the current Empress of Shi'ar?
The current ruler is Lilandra, a wise and noble leader. She has had dealings with Earth before, most notably the X-Men. Their leader, Professor Xavier, was at one time her consort.
Oh my god, really? The Professor Xavier? Woohoo! But the Shi'ar came in most contact with the X-Men. Then it explains that we're in good terms with the Shi'ar if the X-Men crossed paths with them before.
Over the years, there has been trouble for the Shi'ar throne. Lilandra's brother, Diken, almost destroyed the Empire during his reign. And Deathbird, Lilandra's sister, has made several attempts to seize control for herself.
Yeah, I've heard a story about Diken. He almost destroyed the universe by using the Mikran crystal for the power for himself. And Deathbird, well, haven't been getting much information about her. The X-Men knew of the Shi'ar.
Quite well. Cyclops' father, Chris Summers, first encountered the Shi'ar when they attacked his plane and took him away from Earth. Eventually, he escaped and formed the Starjammers.
Starjammers? Sounds like a pirate thing. What's that?
The Starjammers are a group of convicts who engaged in space piracy during the reign of Diken.
Jeez.
Once Lilandra came into power, they became friends of the Shi'ar Empire, and now engage in more legal forms of business.
Well, I guess that's all good and well. Thanks for the information, Black Widow.
You are very welcome.
Huh. I guess our first mission in space might be easy. Though I think everything in the mission that we've ever gone is hardly easy. And none of it were ever easy.
Okie doke.
I think I just saw a vision. Yeah, there he is.
Yes, how may I help you?
Who is the Andra? Can you tell us about her?
She is the ruler of the Shi'ar Empire, a vast kingdom that encompasses entire galaxies. Her subjects find her to be wise and just.
Do you think that she'll be willing to part with the shard to the Bacarian crystal? I know that it may be important to her empire.
She has long been a friend of Earth, so I don't believe you will have any trouble in dealing with her.
Okay, probably should bring a few members of the X-Men in this trip if we're going to be dealing with the shard, if the information is accurate. Can you... I've heard from both Hank and from Black Widow about the Inhumans, but what are the Inhumans?
They are a group of humans that had been experimented upon by an advanced race many years ago. Because of that experimentation, the Inhumans now exhibit mutations when exposed to Terrigen mist.
What the heck is a Terrigen mist?
It is a compound developed by the Inhumans to trigger mutations. After entering this mist, an Inhuman's special mutant talents will become active.
So who's in charge of Attilan exactly? I'm sure it must be the Watcher.
Black Bolt is the king of the Inhumans. His voice is so powerful he dare not speak. Once he uttered the word no, and destroyed a large portion of the city.
Oh my god. This guy sounds like he must be stronger than freaking Superman. Does anyone help him rule if he couldn't speak?
Yes, his wife Medusa aids him, along with his advisors, Gorgon, Karnak, Triton, and Crystal.
Okay. Thanks, Vision.
I am pleased to help.
I think the one more person that we could talk to is Nick Fury, but I'm not ready to talk to this guy yet. After the story that we've learned back in Asgard of what he has done throughout this entire trip. You see, he knew of Dr. Doom's plans, but he says that there only has been theories and never been known for sure. But even if there were theories, he could have consulted with us to tell us about those theories. If he did, we could have been more prepared for this. Hell, we could even been more prepared about that trip to Mephisto's realm and probably not just save but one of these X-Men, but both of them. Jean Grey wouldn't have to die. And Odin wouldn't have been kidnapped. But I guess I shouldn't have to be this hard on him. I'll talk to him the next time, but for now... I'm going to continue meeting some other individuals of aliens.
Spider-Man. Storm. Mr. Fantastic. Elektra.
Alright. Got nothing new from here for now, so I'll accept this team until I switch
We're back in action.
back. Until I switch back next time.
On behalf of Black Bolt, monarch of my people, welcome to Attilan. My name is Crystal.
It's an honor to be here, Crystal. It's nice to meet you. I've heard some things about you.
I would remind you not to attempt conversation with Black Bolt. His vocal power is so immense that he could destroy half of this city with a whisper.
We'll definitely keep in mind of that. Thank you, Crystal. We've heard about his unfortunate word speaking from Vision.
I have a question for you. My sister Medusa had traveled to Earth in search of the ultimate nullifier to defeat Dr. Doom.
Medusa, Black Bolt's wife. She's not here.
But we haven't heard from Medusa in quite some time, and we aren't certain where she might have gone for the device. She's either at the Baxter Building, SHIELD headquarters, or Muir Island. Would you mind asking Dr. Pym where the ultimate nullifier is being kept?
Of course, we'll ask Dr. Penn the next time we have conversation. But first, I would like to get to know these individuals. No freaking way is that... It is Dum Dum Dugan.
I've never been so glad to lay eyes on my own kind. I'd heard you were dead.
We almost were. We sure thought that we were dead when Doom attacked us at Asgard. Or the image fanfiction created by Loki. But in any case, the Watcher saved us when it happened. So how are things on Earth? I've been hearing that... Well, actually I haven't been hearing things. What's been going on Earth since this whole thing happened so fast. So what's going on Earth?
We're helpless. Doom shrugged off every attempt we've made, and we've hit his castle with everything we've got.
No shit. Really?
Small tactical teams, stealth bombers, laser-guided missiles. Heck, we even tried the new gamma bombs. Nothing slows him down.
My god. Seriously? What about the superheroes back on Earth that were left behind? Some of the X-Men, or even some of the Avengers, or even solo heroes? Did they try anything?
Yeah, the X-Men and several other teams made a direct attack on Castle Doom. He beat them all, even Professor Xavier. I've never seen anything like it.
Professor Xavier too? My god. That is worse than we thought. What Dr. Doom just tried to do to us is probably worse. It's probably pales in comparison to what he has done to those people.
What worries me most is Dr. Doom's just starting to learn about his powers. What's he going to do once he gains full control?
I can dare to even imagine that. Thanks for the update, Duggan. Keep up the update.
I wish I had better news for you.
Oh my god. Worse. The situation is worse than we thought.
Of course.
Humans in the council chamber of Attilan. Never thought I'd see the day. But these are strange times indeed, seeing as how you are our only hope of finding Medusa. I suppose I should welcome you. My name is Gorgon, and I am the Minister of War for the royal family.
You're a Gorgon? Who are you?
The name is Gorgon. I am in charge of Attilan's military. But don't think I got the job just because I'm cousin to King Black Bolt and his insane brother.
Wait, Black Bolt has a brother?
Yes. Maximus is a telepath who's tried to take the throne of Attilan a number of times. Once he even staged an uprising of the Alpha Primitives. But don't worry, I have him safely locked up in the maze.
Well, that's good to know. Dr. Doom is an enemy that we need to focus our full attention. We don't really need a villain, super maps. But what exactly are the Alpha Primitives?
They are the working class clones who live beneath the city of Attilan. They perform all the heavy tasks needed to keep the city running.
Wait a minute. Are they slaves?
No. At one point they could have been considered that, but they have been given their freedom. Many of them
That's
just
good.
enjoy doing the work they were trained to do, and don't want to leave.
Well, okay then. I'm just glad there's no slaves here. Thanks for the conversation, Gorgon.
You're welcome, I guess.
And nice to meet you too. You could have been lighting up a bit.
Yes. Greetings, humans. I'm Triton. It is good to see you.
Not many Inhumans seem to feel that way about us, just me and Gordon.
Well, I must admit to a certain affinity for your kind, and I have faith you will be able to help us locate Medusa.
Who are you, exactly?
I am an advisor to Black Bolt, and I was also one of the first Inhumans to leave the confines of Attilan. Unfortunately, that led to my capture by a film crew.
Were you able to get free from that group?
Eventually, and because of that incident, Attilan was transported to the Himalayas, and sometime after that we moved to our current location on the moon.
Why was Attilan moved in the first place?
We prefer to avoid contact with humans. Not that we fear you. Rather, we fear your ignorance and your suspicion of that which is different.
Okay, I can understand that.
Over time, your kind would have sought to attack us. That, plus the fact that your pollution of the air has made Earth's atmosphere all but unbreathable for us.
Yeah, you can forgive the half of the human species for being stupid about that part. So, do you like humans?
I was there all those long decades ago when a ship of yours, the Lusitania, was sunk. At first, I was sickened that your kind could commit such an atrocity. I was about to depart when I heard your people's cries for help. I knew I couldn't leave them to drown. Unfortunately, I was only able to save one young boy named Billy.
I'm sure you did your best.
But since that day, I felt somewhat of an obligation to help your kind.
Well, I appreciate that. Thanks for the info, Triton.
You're quite welcome.
Yes.
Yes? Did you need something else?
Who are you?
My name is Crystal. I'm the sister of Medusa, who's the wife of Black Bolt.
So, are you an Inhuman?
Yes, I have a psionic ability to control the 4 elements: fire, water, earth, and air.
My god, it's like you're an avatar? Sorry. What is the ultimate nullifier?
A handheld device of unknown origin. The ultimate nullifier is thought to be able to eliminate any target desired.
How powerful is this thing?
Apparently, even Galactus is frightened by it.
Galactus? Oof. I think that the Watcher told us about it before of what we needed to face. So, I haven't talked to Hank Pym yet, but I'll let you know. Thank you, Crystal.
You're welcome.
Alright, we're going to put a stop here until shortly after the upload. So this has gone Spy. The Spies sign off. Until next time soon.